first time.
First, state who you are and what you're doing here.
My name's Robert Malarski. First off, I want to thank y'all Secure Arkansas for coming out and supporting us here in Harrison. My name's Robert Malarski. Just from the research and everything that I have and what I've heard in these meetings is that the first thing it was $100 million that was promised, that tax revenue. Well, they found out that was in Newport. Newport's getting like $750,000 because they have 4 crypto mines, but Arkansas, anyway, Harrison, they at first said $1 million, and then we were told it was going to bring $300,000 in tax revenue, and then the last time we heard at the last meeting, it was $16,000 tax revenue. That all got wiped out when that was signed by Sarah about not taxing, and so that's what that's about. I've got to call Judy. Jeannie.
Oh, Jeannie.
I'm sharing this off with other folks. All right,
there's just a lot of people here that just don't know about the crypto mining.
I will say at the last meeting, I want to tell this, but the last meeting that we had, I went to the mayor and asked if we could postpone the meeting because we had about 500 people standing outside. He said that I had to go to the chair. So I went to the chair and asked the chair if we could postpone it, and he told me we had to talk to the city attorney. So when we talked to the city attorney, she told me no, because we had already had this scheduled. And so I don't know how the city attorney had authority over that, but I was also told by one of the men on the planning commission that they would vote yes for this because Harrison would be sued for $1 million.
So they put in a deal that ended up that they had to vote yes on, or they would be sued for $1 million.
That's what I was told, and so I told the man that I would not. I told the man I would not say his name, but I think a little bit later on in the week I am gonna.
So there just wasn't no transparency from the very beginning whatsoever. Yeah. I mean, this was kept. This has been going on since June, and when was the land purchased? Listen to this: 5 acres was purchased for $600,000 for 5 acres.
When was that purchased?
I think it was in December.
It was in December, I think. We might be wrong on that, but it was purchased in December, and. Well, the realtor's son.
That made the deal.
The realtor's son that made the deal. He's on the planning commission, so he's not gonna be able to vote. But his son was the one that was in the sale of the 5 acres for $600,000. Man, I'll tell you what, it just blows my mind that land originally went for $50,000 for 5 acres, all the way up to $600,000. And another thing, the land that they bought it on supposedly was in this county for almost 20 years. But then when the sale was going through, they found out that 5 acres is in the city. It's not in the county. So there was some paperwork that was messed up somewhere.
If you and I mess up paperwork like that,
it's just, you know what? I told Jerry Jackson today, you know what? All we want is transparency. With
that kind of money and that kind of information, you want to know what's going on.
I don't know what's going on with the Chamber of Commerce, but you know what? It doesn't feel right, doesn't smell right, and you know what? We want events to come in. We want businesses to come in, but I don't want this China undermining coming into to Harrison.
Communist regimes are out giving information bad combat.
So we've got a good turnout.